been in my bag. Please don't make me mad. You been in your feelings. That won't get no cash. Only L's I take is LLCs. We first, not last. I been in my bag. I been in my bag. I been in my bag. Please don't make me mad. You been in your feelings. That don't get no cash.
We live, man. Let's go, man.
We live, y'all. What's up?
Very first podcast, man.
Yeah. Hey, man, check out. This is the truck stop. You know what I mean? This is where you sit back, you relax, you sip a little drink, you talk. I mean, you know what I mean? We here with the guys, ladies and gentlemen. We here with the Queen Brene. You know, happy birthday, Brene. Happy belated.
Happy birthday, Brene.
Thank y'all.
You know, we came to y'all a little late today, but thank you guys for tuning in.
Let us know if y'all can hear us okay, and if y'all can see us okay and stuff like that. And it's gonna be more of a podcast vibe. So y'all gonna catch us having conversation and stuff like that. Y'all can comment, you know what I'm saying? We make glance and things like that, but mainly it's gonna be you guys mainly just having an open commentary while we, discuss different dialogues. So, we was gonna play spades, but what happened?
I just don't remember how to play,
You know
man.
how to play it up?
I don't remember. Remember we was playing at my uncle's house, but I don't remember.
Oh, we was.
Spades is like, you know what I mean? We might pull your card.
Hey, what is it? What you been saying all day? Looks made.
I'm trying to say that tonight. Looks made.
Yeah, man. I can't believe you're leaving tomorrow. Why are you leaving?
No, I'm leaving early. 10
Cancel your
hours?
flight.
10 hours?
Cancel it.
No, I can't do that.
For the team.
Can't do it.
You might as well.
Can't do it.
As well, man.
I already know my
You ain't trying to go to them doors.
I already know my flying.
You ain't trying to go to them doors.
He said he ain't trying to go down the door.
Live like a king there.
Hey, I'm glad we was able to have this trip though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This was clutch. This was real key. This was cool.
Told you I was coming back, man. They thought I was gonna learn how to dispatch and just run off on them, man.
I did.
I said,
You got all these different hats.
I know.
Hey, man, when you bald, you gotta keep a hat.
Especially with your head, son.
Hey, you see why he got a hoodie on? Because he can't get a hat to fit his head.
Right.
I'm growing in. Growing back.
He said it's growing. He planted a couple seeds, y'all. But yeah, man, as y'all can see, we like to joke around. But we like to joke around about serious stuff. But in the gyms in the jokes are a lot of hidden gems. That's the reason why we was like, man, we gotta just get on here and do this, because why not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and y'all know I got that good camera, so if it get a little choppy in the beginning, as long as y'all just stick it out, the camera gonna start acting right. Promise y'all. But let us know in the comments if y'all can see us and hear us okay.
Mm-hmm.
But no, for real. And I know you, like you said, you was just here. We don't see each other every other month.
Yeah. Ever since I got back to the mainland, as we like to call it, in Hawaii, you know what I mean? I was out there for about a year and a half doing my thing, and yeah, I really didn't do much when I was in Hawaii. I was just in Hawaii, which is amazing. You know what I mean?
I was just in Hawaii.
You know what I mean?
Space, huh?
Breathing that good air.
Breathing all the air.
Mhm.
That's about it.
How hard was you working out there?
I mean, I was working hard, so I was working 60 plus hours, but like
In a week?
yeah, 60 plus. And I'm getting up early in the morning. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like,
Was it at least OT or were you salary?
I was salary, so I was getting hit over. Like, it wasn't.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
So 100 salary, what's that look like take home? Something like that.
So I was getting, it was weird. So I was 65, and then since I lived in Hawaii, I got a COLA, which is a cost of living adjustment. So I got an extra $30,000 to live in paradise, in a sense. So
Okay.
my base salary was 65, and I got a $30,000 to live in Hawaii. And then it was
that 30,000 taxable?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, they definitely taxed it.
Change.
Yeah, I know. It was 2,500. I only seen 17 of Hawaii got a fat tax. You know what I mean? Fat tax. So it was like, yeah, had to get up out of there for those reasons. But I mean, you got to think, you pay to be in those amazing places. So that's why like LA. Everybody say LA expensive, Hawaii is expensive. No, people are getting money out there. That's why they're there. You know, there's people not getting money, there's people is getting money. So
What was your time like?
man, it was amazing. So like I said, man, I worked 60 plus hours Monday through Friday, but every weekend was a vacation. You know what I mean? We at the beach, we playing sand volleyball, we drinking Big Remy on the beach. You know what I mean? Shout out to my guy Patty Mills.
Patty Mills, you watching this?
Yeah, but yeah, it was love, man. I met some genuine people out there, made some great connections, and yeah.
Okay. What about? Well, hold on. When I'm saying time, I mean like, with you working such a hard job like that. Don't get me wrong, you running it up, you working hard. But what was like your time? Like you waking up. I know you like to work out. I know you like to do your real estate stuff. I know you like to, you know what I'm saying? I know you like to move around. Then I know you like recreation. Like you just said, sipping yak on the beach. So what was your time like with a 9 to 5 paying $100,000? Even in Hawaii, which is a beautiful place.
I wouldn't say that I didn't have enough time to run a normal life, but I got boss goals. So like I could have lived a comfortable life and, you know, I mean, did the 9 to 5 thing, come home, watch TV, but I was in Hawaii building a business, you know what I mean? So it was different. Like there wasn't a lot of time to relax. It was time to put your foot on the gas because I wasn't trying to do this forever. I'm not trying to wake up every morning, you know, 5 a.m. to be at work at 6 a.m. to get off at 6 p.m., you know, for the rest of my life. Right. You know what I mean? So it was like, I'm not trying to build somebody else's vision. So it was more of wake up at 5 a.m., go to work at 6 a.m., get off at 6 p.m., grind for 4 hours for myself, and then go to sleep, do it all over again. And as you guys can see, well, you guys don't know, but they know I don't put on like 40 pounds because I wasn't in the gym when I was in Hawaii. And I know that's probably like, man, you was in paradise. What are you not, you know what I mean? Your body's supposed to be in peak shape. It's beautiful women everywhere. You're at the beach all the time. And yeah, I was the guy, I was the seal on the, on the beach soaking up the sun.
I just caught that. He called himself a seal.
But yeah, how was it like for y'all? You know what I mean? As far as the last year of YouTube, congratulations for your year anniversary. You know what I mean? You know, let's go ahead and toast to that. You know?
I might need to pull up again.
Go ahead and top me up too then. Hold on.
Y'all play too much. Y'all play too much.
Let me know 1738. We ain't playing. Kill that. Stop playing. We not doing that.
He trying to play it off.
Doing that.
He trying to play it off and have his finger covered. He like.
Okay, shout out to Trucking Empire.
Yep.
Shout out to Trucking Empire, man. Hey, a lot of y'all, man, if y'all know, follow us on Instagram. Follow all of our pages. Let's go around the room. Obviously, y'all know Trucking Out the Box and
Just Be Easy. You know what I mean? Because it ain't easy being busy, but
let's spell that out though. They might, you know, it's all for real. You know how some people is.
And it's in. That's a little.
Oh, man.
inside.
Right. Please don't say that.
Yeah. So just _BE and then _BEZZY. Just Be Easy. Or no. I'm tripping.
Oh, man.
You
see what I'm right.
Hey, man.
Skip that. Talk about business.
Hey.
Talk about business.
Easy peasy.
Hey,
man, that's
I don't know what he got going on.
It's all right, man. You ain't got to follow me on there. Follow Bruce Stubb Media. Hit me up on there. Yep.
Bruce Stubb Media on YouTube. Just Be Easy on Instagram. And, you know, everything we post, we always tag everybody and stuff like that. So our team is real easy to find. Same thing with Trucking Empire. I believe it's Trucking Empire 1, all one word. Hope I got that right. Correct me in the comments if I didn't, but I hope I got that right on Instagram. Same thing on YouTube, Trucking Empire. Definitely make sure you hit that follow button and like button and, you know, spam their channel. But where we at, man? Toast to the year. Year of the game.
Yep. And the first quarter. It's been a great first quarter.
It's a good one.
So, Tall, I know you're doing a lot, man. You fixed your first flip. End of the year.
End of the year, then my first flip.
And then you jumped into a duplex out the gates.
Jumped into a duplex out the gates.
Good first quarter?
Great first quarter. Hopefully in the next couple of months get another property, get that rented out. that's the way to go. I know Beezy talks about it a lot on his Instagram and his YouTube. Bird method. What is it? The F for the first homeowners.
Yeah.
First time owner are good jugs to get into.
There's a lot of jugs in the real estate game, like
a lot,
and people don't know. And it's not that they don't know, but like the first. You can say it for yourself.
They don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know at a point in time. You know, you gotta put yourself in that situation to know. You gotta want to learn. Because ain't nobody gonna walk up to you and say, "Hey, how you doing? Let me tell you about this.
Let me get your bag."
Yeah,
If you do, tell them come my way.
Right, you gotta figure it out.
Because if they did, I would have been got a bag off you or Beezy, right?
Yeah.
I'm over here like, yep.
They keep the dose.
Yeah, we can't put you in that room yet.
Yeah.
We're in the living room. We're bringing you in.
I'm trying to open the front door so I can get.
I'm trying to get in that room, man. So, but no, go ahead. Break some of that stuff down too, man. What's Bird beat? What is that? Gucci, man? Like, I'm talking about Bird methods and all that shit.
I'm talking about the Bird, man.
Yeah, talk to me.
So basically, Bird
FHA, all this stuff. We don't know none of this.
Bird is buy, repair, rent, and then refinance. So basically, you buy a property that's undervalued. You know what I mean? You repair it, you fix it up, it reappraises at a higher value. You rent it out, so now your rent is at your tenants are now paying your mortgage, and then you refinance it and you get your initial bread. And so, like Courtney keeps saying, you know what I mean? Everybody think the Bird method is I'm not gonna say Courtney keeps saying, but he's trying to get in the room. And what I keep telling him is, you can't just, jump into a deal. It's just like trying to buy a car. You know what I mean? You might see a very nice car at a low price, but if you peek under the hood, you know what I mean, and the engine ain't running and you got to get a transmission, you know what I mean? You could buy any property at any price, you know what I mean?
Buy it at the right price.
Exactly.
The Bird method is going to work.
Exactly.
That's it.
And a lot of people get into the real estate game thinking I'm gonna buy a fixer upper, I'm gonna fix it and flip it.
It's not that easy.
And it's not. And the flipping game, I'm not a big fan of because I've never been a guy that's just trying to make some. I mean, yes, I am a guy that's trying to make some money. But
we need that man.
But you need that longevity. You want the longevity out that house. You know what I mean? You can refinance a house for 50 years. You know what I mean? Once you flip and sell it, it's over with.
Exactly.
That's all the money you're gonna make at that
exactly. And that's a job. But fix and flip, you're basically working a job again. You're not creating wealth. There's a difference between being rich and there's a difference between being wealthy.
What are we trying to be? Wealthy.
We trying to be wealthy.
Yeah. Not only wealthy, build that what is it? Just had it.
You can't build it if you don't know what it is.
Generational wealth. Generational wealth. That's the key.
Okay.
That's the key. You want that generational wealth. You know what I mean? You keep that money going for your kids and so on. You know what I mean? That's what it's about at the end of the day. And when I'm off this world, I want all my kids to reap my benefits too. You know? Yeah. For sure. Educate them as well. You know what I mean? From business. Stocks, all that crypto, all that stuff. You want to keep everybody educated, or keep your immediate circle educated.
Definitely.
Yeah, we also want to appreciate you guys for tuning in such a late night. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Saturday night, y'all gonna be doing anything.
We're definitely gonna make it worth it for y'all. We're gonna give y'all all types of sauce about the real estate industry, obviously the trucking industry, and then different life entrepreneur goals that we got going on outside of the trucking and the real estate, and just different battles that we face as entrepreneurs, you know what I mean? Because the thing is, when you normally look on social media, you look at the guy who's pulling up in the Lambo and he's like, hey, man, this is how I made $1 million this year. Forex, crypto. Not saying those guys ain't making that money, because I don't know if they are or not. And it looks like it, you know what I mean, which is cool. But we going to keep it rough on raw for y'all, you know what I mean? So
a lot of that stuff just be
clickbait.
Clickbait, scripted. You know what I mean? So it's here, it ain't gonna be scripted.
You can see this is live. This is, you know what I mean? We might trip up and say something.
Real raw, you know what I mean? Most people have a little what should we talk about?
I know.
Yeah.
It ain't none of that here.
Could have easily not been on here too. It's hella late. You know what I'm saying? We did a lot today. We went hiking.
Yeah.
What we do? We woke up early.
Ate breakfast.
Hold on, we went out last night. Let that be known. Yeah.
Still recover.
Yeah. I'm still recovering.
This is the best way to cure hangover, right here.
I know. Keep drinking. Keep drinking. That's the best way, right?
Shout out to Keep Trucking.
Right.
But don't drink and keep trucking. Not do that.
but last night was amazing. Last night was beyond amazing.
The whole trip's been amazing. Honestly.
Yeah.
Keep it G. It's been a real good trip. Real good trip.
It's coming from a guy who don't like to take flights, by the way.
Right.
I'm really sick right now.
But want to be a pilot though.
Right. What he say? I really love planes. So, look, what do you do? He said,
They top 5.
Right.
Top 5 best adventures. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
I just don't like being home.
right. What he say? He said, man, I can't believe I was on the 757.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I know.
no,
Oh, okay.
no, 737 Max.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
737. I knew it was something.
They cut like that?
They didn't stop flying them and things. They didn't ground them.
They so they not it.
Yeah,
I thought
they back active. They said they safe. So.
But you're doing all this, and then in the mornings, Monday through Friday, you dispatch.
Oh yeah.
So somehow,
First thing in the morning.
you dispatch. But do you need to be at home in some type of an office to be able to dispatch, or like what? How are you able to?
So I bought my hybrid laptop.
Okay.
Wait, what is it?
It's a hybrid laptop.
Okay.
Y'all may not know what it is yet.
Yes,
Hey, man.
Do you mind? Can I grab
Hey, no, they gonna see it. And we got some footage coming out for y'all. It's the real deal. You gonna see the behind the scenes of dispatching.
There's no steal. Open box.
You can definitely tell it was a return. That's why somebody like me. For real.
It's definitely a steal. But yeah, I wake up first thing in the morning, 6 a.m. Really 5:30, and I get on the boards. You know what I mean? I make it happen. I'm on the boards for however long it takes. Usually it's quick because I'm good. You know what I mean?
Hey, shout out to the trainer, man.
Appreciate that. When he's saying 5:36, he's talking about Central Time. So he's already ahead. As y'all know, we recommend waking up at least 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time at the latest to be able to make sure your drivers, that the best opportunity is to get loads.
Because there are hiccups. You know what I mean? You may secure a load at 6 a.m. and the person may call you, customer canceled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now you stuck. You know what I mean? You don't want you to book that load at 11 for them to call you at 1 and say it's over with because you done for the day. You know what I mean? It's gonna be hard to find a decent load at 1:00 p.m. You know
Another thing about booking them early morning loads is it'd be situations where, hey, somebody who's supposed to come pick that up in the morning can't make it now. So now that broker's at a scramble because this is a straight through 500 miles. And I hear that in his voice. He called me on a poster truck. I
need to get this load off.
I just posted a truck. That's some sauce for you if you're in the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's, man, how far away are you? Can you make it there in about an hour? Okay. Yeah. I'm about to bust you over the head.
Yeah. What's the process of booking a load?
Oh man,
waking up to finally. Are you ever finally done? The way we've been doing it lately.
Yeah, man.
Especially talk. What we said the other day. Why are you still on the board?
I'm like you.
Look at this load. Hey, but that's why I love my team, dog. Like literally. Now hold on. I gotta put this out there because I don't think we recorded it. No, we didn't. We didn't record it. We didn't start recording till the next day.
What happened?
Bro fell asleep. In the middle of the shift. What was that, a little? Hey, but with the system that we got in place, it was still beautiful though.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
We always communicate.
And it right, yeah. but you really took the leg, like for you to be. I don't know. Nobody had to tell you to. You know what I'm saying? You just. Yeah. Is that type of person you're like, okay, hold on. Immediately when you got up after smelling the pancakes, that's what woke him up. It couldn't nothing wake him up. Us yelling at him on the live.
Take a nap.
Yeah, us me yelling downstairs. It couldn't nothing wake him up. But as soon as she get the, you know what I'm saying, water whipping in there on that grill, he what did he say? He said, Sim-Ray Khan. Nigga woke up and said Sim-Ray Khan, man. So
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like Courtney was saying, man, as far as like trying to build a business and things of that nature, you know what I mean? Like it never stops. And that's a prime example. Yeah, he went to sleep, but like after he got up, you know what I mean, he booked some phenomenal lows later on in the day. You know what I mean? So it's like it's not like a 9-to-5 job for one, because like I know you guys know it's like shit, I clock in, shit, I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not like I'm not he's talking about this motherfucker. Hey, he only work about one job. So he's talking about
Where you work? You only work 3.
Hey man, y'all some fools, man. Y'all some
You only work
fools.
3 jobs.
But yeah, like I was saying, man, you know how it is when you just working a job, you just there. You know what I mean? You just doing the bare minimum to get by till you clock out, you can go home and do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? Have a little fun. So it's like by him to just wake up, you know what I mean? Obviously he was sleeping, and later on in the day, like books was made. He didn't have to book
like the day before.
Yeah. Books was made. He ain't had to book no loads for the rest of the day. He like, let me try and book something for tomorrow. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what happened. He woke up. You know what I mean? He on the boards like, oh shit, let me see if I can book somebody. Where they at tomorrow?
I call it extra credit.
Yeah.
I woke up this extra credit.
Right, then he's about to get extra pay. He's about to get extra pay though.
Got an A+ on it,
B minus.
Yeah. But I mean, but that's the benefit about the dispatch and things of that nature. You know what I mean? In a team. You know what I mean? We got a good team. We communicate. We all not in the same city all the time. So you know what we do? We all communicate Skype.
Yeah.
You know, Skype. We on Zoom with you or whatever. You know what I mean? We there. You know what I mean? So we all know what's going on, what's popping.
And the freedom of dispatching. When you watch this footage, man, you're gonna see the freedom that dispatching allows us to do. Like I said, you know, he's still working a 9-to-5. You know, I'm doing my real estate entrepreneur, and you know, they media company is blowing through the roof. They dropping videos all the time. They trying to make these different connections, networking, things of that nature. We're able to put a buy luck business trip together. We doing podcasts. We expanding. We're, you know what I mean? It's a ripple effect. You know what I mean? When you bring people in on your team and they got goals, it's like, okay, I can, like he just said, you know, he on the second leg of the race. You know what I mean? Okay, now we running the marathon where it's like, okay, damn, we got to get around this whole track 4 times. Well, shit, if I pass the baton to him, you know what I mean?
And we seeing it though. We seeing like, damn. We was just talking about this the other day. What'd you say? You was like, damn, should we have shifts? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we see how effective it is to be on it. But then we like, okay, we already, wait a minute, let's tone it down because we doing a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's that side of dispatching too. It's not just booking loads. Yeah. And I got the mentorship, and we're dealing with my mentees, but this dispatching is something different. Yeah. You know, my mentorship is to help you get in the game and stay in the game. Yeah. And having a fire dispatcher is a part of staying in the game. Right. But that part of it, as far as do you feel like it's gonna be a tough question? But I want to come on, man. This literally is Truck Stop Podcast. Keep it 100. Yeah. Are we babying the drivers?
I feel like we are babying them. We do a lot. We do a lot.
What's a lot?
I say
you booked the load. You're a dispatcher. You booked the load. Is that a lot? Just booking the load, or are we doing more?
We doing a lot.
What's a lot? What we doing?
As in, once we book that load, our contact with the broker should be done, but it's not. You know what I mean? We're pressing to get more money. Say if it's Tonu, detention?
Yeah.
All that.
Booking the extra parcels. How much room you got in the truck?
BOLs, Raycons,
all that.
ETAs, status updates.
Yeah, our driver never
COIs.
gets in contact with the broker at all.
Yeah.
Never. You know what I mean? So all
honest, they just honest. To keep it honest, I mean, we got some phenomenal drivers, by the way.
Yeah.
We got a phenomenal team,
and they all learning because they all new, because they all fresh out of my mentorship. Yeah. So we put them in that position, and now
they all getting the bag.
And now they going from some of them all getting the bag, and most of them are in a situation where they've only been dealing with me and Bree, and then they're going to a situation like, okay, who's this voice and who's this voice? But they seeing where they may only hear from you, or that person may only hear from him, or maybe it's whatever. But they like, damn, I'm still. If anything, I'm seeing an increase. I ain't seeing no decrease. I'm seeing an increase. You know what I'm saying? So coming into the second quarter, but we, like you said, having a phenomenal drivers and doing a lot, it's like, you know what I'm saying? We was literally just talking about the other day, like, okay, And I do want to interact real fast, you know what I'm saying, with the 20 people in here. Because I want y'all to keep it real. Whether you're a driver, dispatcher, company owner, or company driver, I want y'all to keep it real and raw. It's a different type of vibe tonight. This ain't like the Sunday Night Live. I want y'all to comment. How much is on the dispatcher? Give me some information. Like, do y'all feel like that's a lot? Do you feel like that's a premium? Should there be a premium service? Comment premium if you think there should be a premium service. And this is what I mean by premium. Not just booking a load, but what if you want your guy to be on what if you want weekend loads? What if you want nighttime loads? What if you want multiple partial loads in your truck? What if you want, your Raycon? That's damn near, and like I said, tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. But ain't that damn near like operational manager? That's an operation manager type.
Yeah.
I'm damn near, I tell my mentees all the time, having a dispatcher, you damn near passive.
Yeah.
Especially if you're the owner and you got a driver.
Yeah.
The only time you not passive is if you gotta do the COI for your driver, or if you gotta pay him.
If I'm being honest,
that's it.
I really like the drivers that we got. That,
you mean the owner operator?
Yeah, because it's more of like, okay, for example, we had a situation a few weeks ago where one of our great owner operators expanded and he got a driver. You know what I mean? I think we kind of overloaded the driver because we trying to run up that bag, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean? We was trying to load him like we was doing for the owner operator, because the owner operator is trying to run up that bag for a simple fact. Yeah. So it's like, this guy, we had a load for him in the middle of the night that he had to go pick up. And he's looking at it as, I'm just an employee. You know what I mean? Goes back to that mindset I was talking about earlier, as far as like when I clock in, like I'm doing the bare minimum, you know what I mean? Because I know what I'm getting paid for my time of being here. So I'm getting paid regardless, whether I do the phenomenal work or I just serve you your food and bounce, and never come back and give you a water till I give you the check. You know what I mean? So it's like, unless he was going to get tipped on the back end, it's like, what's the point of me doing all this extra work? Why am I going to go pick this load in the middle of the night when they didn't have a load for me in the morning because I dropped too late or, things of that nature.
Right.
And so I think as far as like the owner operators and then the driver of an owner is a different aspect, because the driver of the owner, like, he not going to get there early in the morning to drop the load.
I agree. I agree. I agree. Unless you got, and then I tell my mentees all the time, unless they younger, like your nephew, your little cousin, because I do promote that, your little brother, your younger people, put them in position. But if they your peer or your partner or your cousin,
you can't son them.
You can't son them.
Yeah.
You can't son them. Because it ain't gonna work. They're gonna be too worried about the money you getting to be trying to book a load.
They're definitely gonna be in your pocket.
They definitely gonna be in your pocket. Yeah. Oh, you got me picking up this load going 300-400 pounds, and I'm only getting, 5 days a week, and I'm only getting 1,000 a week.
What you at home and you working?
But when they working for Schneider or any of these other bigger companies, the people they don't know, people that ain't even the same color of skin as them, they don't even care. They don't question them at all. They don't quit them jobs. They don't do nothing. They get them 2 weeks, but these people, they'll leave their truck somewhere. Yeah. People they've been knowing for years, they'll risk that. They'll sacrifice that relationship for that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's janky. I seen somebody said, they said, I pinned it. They said every aspect of the load is primarily on the dispatcher. I actually seen a couple comments saying that. Let's play devil's advocate. Not saying we agree or disagree. Let's play devil's advocate for a minute. Is that something that we can agree with? When he say every aspect of the load, is he saying let's do a situation? I want to talk about different aspects of the load. I want to break that comment down. I got pinned. And shout out to Devastating for You. Shout out to you for interacting too. I appreciate all interaction on this channel. Make sure y'all like and subscribe in the comments if y'all appreciate this podcast. We'll keep it coming for sure. But to read it again, he said every aspect of the load is primarily on the dispatcher. Okay. So we book the load, we get a good rate, everything is fine. And the pickup time, we're on the board at 5 a.m., right? Right. But he's in Chicago, it's 8 a.m. Mm-hmm. But it's today's Tuesday. We had already booked the Monday, and he was supposed to be, you know how the window is, 7 to 4. Drop off at 7 to 4. The load was only anywhere between 300 to 600 miles, something that could be done in a day, something that could be done within an 11-hour clock. And he wasn't empty until he wasn't even empty yet. Is that up to the dispatcher? Is it cleanup? Is the cleanup in that situation up to the dispatcher?
It's definitely them.
As far as the responsibility?
Yes, because as being a dispatcher, we don't control. You know, our load is to get you. Our goal is to get you the load, which we did. It's up to the driver. Basically, I guess the owner to be on a driver to get there on time. You know, they're not our drivers. They're not the dispatcher drivers. So, you know, we're not about to be on them as much because they're not our, you know, employees or drivers. I don't want to get it to y'all.
Yeah, we can't.
But you know.
Hey, comment, turn up. You always trying to be passive. Comment, turn up.
No, I'm not. I'm definitely not trying to be passive. But you know, it's not. That's that driver's fault though. He know, like, so we tell everybody, and y'all know when we was on the road, what we did. We get there right when the shipper or receiver opens. So if they open at 6 a.m, we there at 5:45 waiting for them to open so we can be the first ones loaded. The majority of loads is first come, first serve, which means, you know, if you're there first, you're getting loaded first. If you're there last, you're getting loaded last. So we always...
Y'all know from watching us. Y'all know how we did.
Yeah.
And we was booking our own loads.
Yeah.
And we was calling these brokers, getting our own tonals and getting our own detention pay and getting our own, you know what I'm saying, back in. So, again, back to every aspect. We're saying every aspect.
It's not every aspect.
So we booked you the load, but now we calling you, telling you what's going on, and now you're not even up. So we gotta blow you up because you're the owner of the company. You're thinking the shit's passive. You ain't checking on your own driver as an owner.
Yeah.
And then now, you know what I'm saying? And then now I'm trying to search for your driver's info, but he ain't responding because he don't know me from a campaign. My interaction ain't with him.
And then we can't be interacting with the driver as much because it's like we can't send him to Raycon. Right. You know what I mean? Once we book the load, because then he'll be like, damn, she got 2 bands for this load. I'm only getting paid $75.
No, keep it real. That's a real thing too. That go back to what you were saying earlier. Like, damn, should I keep looking? I mean, what?
Yeah,
and then look. What if I never book you nothing? You want me to look for you a load from after my 8 hours until at night for something that I might not find and I ain't getting paid?
Yeah, because
that's every aspect of the load, though. That's what he said. He said every aspect of the load.
And it also boils down to, I mean, we at Buy Load, we like to go off of what is it? Off of not percentages, but like off the end of the week. You know what I mean? So we may book you a load on Monday, and it may not be, you know, $2-3 a mile or whatever it is. It may be $1 a mile, but at the end of the week, you might be sitting at 6 bands because we booked you a partial 1 pallet. You may not need to drop that.
You might be 2,000 miles 6 bands and got that one load. Yes, I'm glad you brought that.
And so you know, what I mean,
they know that though. Y'all know that. Y'all know I'm telling y'all about the averages. Monday through Friday, you know what I'm saying, or partials, which is what we've been doing a lot lately too. Those are key. But what we've been coming to find out lately, especially with the partial game, because them is clutch, is the type of truck you got. Because I damn near feel like I can't book a budget truck or partial.
Oh, you can't. The U-boxes. The U-boxes are.
That's the. You know what I'm saying? But not only just that though.
Oh, the lift gate. Yeah. If you ain't got a lift gate, you can't do the
you can't back. Yeah, you can't even back into the right dock.
That's wild.
Because they got the low loads.
Or you can't even do the local bag loads. You know
can't
what I mean?
Get semi load. You can't get the loads that was meant for a semi because they thinking they hit you. Yeah, damn right.
And it's just like at the end of the day, if we over here managing your company for you as dispatchers, we might as well just, you know, take your driver and make them our own employee. Nobody, you know, it's your company. You just because.
Hey, and shout out to Devastating for You. This is the type of transparency that we, you know, want and that we're talking about tonight. So I appreciate you still being in here. And
if you in here, man, make sure you hit that like button.
Yeah, man.
Make
sure you hit that like.
You want a topic to be talking about?
Comment your city, state, what you do if you're in real estate, if you're in trucking.
Yeah, because we didn't even break the whole. I damn near want to go back to it.
Right.
We didn't even break down the whole every aspect of the load is primary on dispatch. That was one situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
That's just securing the load.
Yeah. Hold on, that ain't got nothing to do with. Okay, damn.
Did he make it?
What if I booked you the load, but you ain't sent me the COI?
Yeah.
Why is
how many times do I got to call for that? You know.
Right.
Yeah.
And the COI.
Now, hold on, baby. I want to ask this because all y'all done seen it. You really know because you mainly do this every single day, multiple times a day. How fast can how fast can I get a COI?
A minute or less.
Just as fast as we can get on there.
Just log in, password.
Get certificate of assurance.
Press other, and you get a COI like this, y'all.
No, seriously.
Especially if you have Progressive.
They say yes. We got the brokers. Y'all know this. Y'all in the trucking industry know this. And if y'all don't, I really want y'all to tap in. But we'll give you the load. Y'all know the brokers ain't holding it because if I'm not set up, but he's set up, they're going to want to go with him.
They're never holding it.
It's a time-sensitive situation.
Yeah.
But then again, you got the owner. He the owner of the company. It's 5 a.m. California time. His ass sleep. He thinking it's passive. He thinking I'm running the company.
Yeah. He
thinking shit. I got the dispatch. They got it. I'm asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't checking, like you said. They ain't checking on their driver. Yeah. Or maybe you're an owner operator, and I'm calling you. And you ain't got your damn laptop over the road.
Yeah. And here's the thing, though: if you put all this money in your company, you want to go buy your truck, your box truck, whatever the case is. It's a lot. It's pretty hefty to start up a company.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Why would I put so much trust in my dispatcher to run my company? I put all this money. I'm gonna put it in somebody else. That don't make sense. It just don't make sense. They should be calling. Hey, are you guys up? Are you looking on the boards for me? Hey, call in, check in. Good morning. What's going on? You know, you check the temperature.
You should tell me,
man, wasn't we like that?
Yeah.
Y'all know our dispatcher story, and this is exactly how we was, and that's why we wasn't working with him because when we was shout out to Steven with Stone Tree Trucking. I'm gonna keep it real. Yeah. Steven will text us. Shout out to Kevin with a Rapper Old Trucking. Yeah. Steven will text us. Yeah. Steven will text me, hey, what's up? Yeah. And then Steven, he's so knowing like what's going on and how the day usually go.
Yeah, if it's
in
noon,
3-4 hours. If
it's noon, he on the board. Yeah, I've been on the board too. I see there's nothing. Would you like me to deadhead somewhere? He will accommodate for
it. Or he'll hit you up with, hey brother, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like
check the temperature.
Hey, and again, all y'all who really active in the truck, y'all know like shit. Yeah, he right. Shit, about 4 hours go by, you ain't got a load. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's looking good. Looking good.
You probably in Iowa or something.
Right.
You probably in Iowa.
Yeah, to pick a Kansas or something.
But they got good money to go there though. So that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Y'all funny.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you know, as the owner, you know, it's never gonna be passive, especially if you got drivers and stuff. You're gonna always need to check on your drivers. It's your company, your MC. You don't want them being overweight, doing all this other stuff, putting you out of service, and all that money you don't put into your company is gone, and you failing. So,
and I'm gonna be honest. We talked about this the other day, which is another reason why we end up doing this podcast, is because like, you know, it's like, do you want to run up a bag or do you want to build a business? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because you can run up a bag in the trucking industry, or you can build a business in the trucking industry. What do you want to do? If you want to run up a bag, it's just honestly, it's the same energy. You know what I mean? You got to be on the road. You got to be on people's ass. You got to know your shit. You know what I mean? You can't really get into a business not knowing like. And it like, I'm not knocking any, because it's great to go get a mentor because you don't know what you don't know. You know what I mean? So like me, I'm going to go get a real estate mentor that's been in the game for 20 years so he can teach me what I don't know. You know what I mean? You want to learn those curveballs.
But he going to teach you what you don't know.
But you want to do your research. You want to do your research.
After he teach you what you don't know, what are you going to do though?
I'm going to fact check him and I'm going to do what he told me.
You're going to do what he told you. You're not going to just be a puppet. You know what I'm saying? You're not just going to be like, oh, he's doing it and not put it all up in here
Yeah.
to where you're able to start gradually
Yeah.
becoming a peer.
Yeah.
I say this all the time on YouTube, y'all. I say it all the time. Why y'all think we mess with
Trucking
Trucking Empire so much? You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, all the other people, Box Truck Couple, all these, they started their YouTube after us. Their authority is younger than ours. We let them tap in with them. They got more subscribers than us, make way more videos than us. We linking up with them in a week? Not even. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So people who, it doesn't matter if you had a YouTube before us, YouTube after us, a company before us, a company after us. Shout out to Kobe Pegway. Shout out to David McGill. Shout out to everyone who, you know what I'm saying, came before and after us that we tap in with. It don't matter. The game is so loving, but it's like you want to become a peer, but it's inviting. You know what I'm saying? It's inviting. So it's like shit. Yeah. That's where we trying to be with it. I tell all my mentees, that's why we do what we do and how we do, because I never know when one of my mentees might get a contract or something, or there's something that they might land that I could benefit from just off the strength of them being like, you know what I'm saying? It might be a situation where it's like, damn, bro, I just got a contract, but they, you know what I'm saying? They want an authority that's 13. They want an authority that's this. Or, hey, can I use you as a reference? Or, you know, hey, I got this deal, man, but I really need some more trucks. Or, hey, man, I got this lane in this city. I know you be over here. You want this? I want to be able to get that same love that I gave them. I want that shit back. You know what I'm saying?
Be an asset, not a liability.
Be an asset, not a liability.
You know,
because that's what I'm doing. That's what me and her doing with the trucking game.
Yeah.
The trucking game blessed us. We took that shit. We ran with it. We fucked the rental game up. Everybody know that. And then we gave right back. You know what I'm saying? Gave right back in the form of this. And then now we got something with the dispatching to where we can constantly be in communication and in rotation with the same people that we helped start. You know how that feel, bro? To give a nigga the keys and the game and the sauce to start an LLC and then be booking them thousands of tens of, you know what I'm saying? Worth of loads. Yeah. And then to see them go to our scale course, which is coming soon, to be able to start hiring drivers, hiring staff, getting partners, making a YouTube, getting affiliate programs, etc. Like, bro, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. Meeting these people in person, going out, being recognized, like, that's crazy. But that's what we do it for. This is the only, like you said, I ain't had too many jobs. You know what I'm saying? but out of all the endeavors I've been in, this has been the most loving. This has really
would you say that you really immerse yourself in it, and that's why you are so good at it? Yes. Because
I started from the point where a lot of my mentees start from. It's right at the.
But you had to put in that work yourself.
Yes.
So you had to get there and open up the books and grind and watch YouTube channels front to back and learn what a tow new is, and you know what. So people always talk about, hey man, I've been here for 30 minutes. I need detention pay and things of that nature. Those things don't kick in for a certain amount of time. Yeah. Just like, you know what I mean? Yes, those things are real, but you got to know, you know what I mean? If you go to a broker and I've been here for 30 minutes, I need a tow new or I need a detention pay. They're going to look at you like,
dude, what?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And that's what we see a lot of too. A lot of these drivers are operators. Owner operators.
I know that's me too.
They don't know a lot about trucking. They go start a company, get the LLC. You need to learn. You need to immerse yourself in it, because if not, you're gonna fail. You know what I mean? You're gonna certain lingo you need to pick up, certain, you know what I mean? And what I had somebody ask me the other day, what's the VOL? What? Yeah. You got a whole trucking company.
Right. So then he questioning me. Hey, Courtney. I'm being funny. He's like, hey, what you doing with dog? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, listen, man, no, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely. And like you said,
you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah. And see, me and Renee, we started at that point.
You've seen the first YouTube video.
Yes,
definitely.
Hey, for real. And we had
attitude. I'm like, we late.
Hella late. I'm dealing with a foreign. Y'all know how that go. You're like, hey, you need to pay that cut. You need to get it. I'm like, all right, I gotta get there. We pulled it right when they closed. And this is like a real deal shit where you got to check in.
Yeah.
You check in, you gotta go around past the guard check and all that stuff.
But
yeah,
you gotta. I know there's a lot of owners that have drivers that have never been on the road, and it's crazy because like I'm a dispatcher and I've never been on the road, but like I got Courtney to rely on because he's actually been on the road. So it's like, and whenever it's like, hey man, what's the like? Should I book this look? Nah, terrible area. Don't you know what I mean? You got deadhead this much, blah blah blah, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Okay, I understand that, but like when there's like owners that have never been in the trucking industry, and then you got a driver, you got to think of that chain of command. That's like a parent that's never had a kid, or no, a kid that's never had a parent trying to you know what I mean? Like, so he's coming to you because you're the owner of the company,
yeah.
But you've never even been in a truck. So he's looking at you like, yo, man, I got this piece of paper. What is this? And so you might be reaching out back to Tall, like sending him, hey, what's this paper?
And here goes that.
Here.
Let me call my dispatcher.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, are we the dispatcher or are we?
Am I your operation manager?
Yeah.
Bingo.
Yeah, see, so back to devastating for you. I hope you're still in here. So that's what I'm saying. Back to that. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What we doing?
Yeah.
Because it's damn near like our job ain't never done.
Oh, it's never.
It's
We
never,
getting ETA.
never.
They calling me. They calling us.
Yeah,
The broker calling us. They not calling the drivers.
And I'm
The
not. I
drivers
have a
calling
problem.
us. They not calling the brokers.
I don't have a problem with this. You know what I mean? 'Cause we're getting paid handsomely to do our job, and we do a damn good job when we do it. You know what I mean? But it's just like, are we dispatchers or are we owners? Or you know what I mean? We obviously partners with these companies. You know what I mean? They dispatching us for a week. We get a percentage of their company's earnings. You know what I mean? So we're looking at it more of an aspect of like, I don't know how to word it. You know what I mean? I feel like we're doing a lot.
Yeah.
And that's just my personal opinion. We're doing a lot. Like you said, we're the point of contact for everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, we're just like, you know what I mean? It's just like the spider
You
web.
literally had a broker cussing you out because a driver's truck broke down. And what did he say? He said, hey, why are you just now telling me?
Yeah.
Because we just now found out.
Yeah, exactly.
And why did we just now found out? Because the owner had just found out.
Yeah.
Because that time from driver to owner to
owner.
dispatcher, which y'all know too from our videos, shipper, broker, dispatcher, driver. Now we're throwing the owner in there. So now it's even more people from the top of the money to the bottom of the money.
And these are newer earners as well that we work with. You know what I mean? There's veterans in the game. We got a couple of veterans in the game. And then we got some new owner operators. We got some new mentees that are coming in. And they're learning. And we can't knock somebody for that's really trying to learn. You know what I mean? So if we feel that you're trying to learn, we're going to give you okay, yep, you working. You know what I mean? Don't do that ever again. This is what you need to do next time to secure this process. And we got people that are like, bet. Next time you need that, I'm ASAP. I'm on that. I'm pulling over the whip. You know what I mean? And I got the COI, things of that nature.
Yes, Steven picked up that load and dropped it the same damn day.
Yeah, and we fighting for that. We fighting.
The load wasn't supposed to drop to the next day. I said, Steven, how you do that? He said, I finessed it. That was his exact words. He said, I finessed it. You know why? Because Steven gonna look at the goddamn BOL.
Yeah.
He gonna look at the goddamn Raycon. He gonna call the number.
Yeah.
If it ain't a number, he gonna Google the address.
Yeah.
If it don't come on, you know what I'm saying?
He gonna figure
He
it
gonna
out.
figure it out.
Yeah.
He gonna figure it's his
And then-
company.
and then he's- and
It's
then-
his company. It ain't my company.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna text us late at night. Hey guys,
I'm
I'm
empty,
gonna be dropping
and I'm gonna be here tomorrow.
at this time.
At this time,
I'm gonna be empty at
Instead of
8
me
a.m.
having
And if he's not empty, he will update us as well.
He gonna send us his clock and everything.
Yeah.
Yo, this is my clock. If we do this, boom, boom, we can coordinate this, boom, boom.
Hey guys, I just picked up the load you guys booked.
Here's
I
a
got 10
picture,
feet of the truck
and
left
I got this many pounds.
and this much weight. And Steven's always compliant.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Steven
be on it.
because you be on it.
Stone Tree Truckers.
Shout out to Stone Tree Trucking, man. Shout out to Stone Tree Trucking. Same thing with Kevin. Like I said, and a lot of other drivers that we got too.
So stop. I haven't dispatched for you yet. Come on back, man.
Yeah.
I heard you with the shits, man. Let's
Shout out to Concise Movers.
yeah.
Yeah. When we start this trucking company, make sure you do your research, man. That's all. That's one thing for sure.
Gotta be your
And
research.
don't put all your, don't rely on the dispatcher to run your company. It's your company.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody, but mainly your
Yeah.
dispatcher. Like
Yeah.
they shouldn't be doing what the owner should be doing. Period.
Yeah, I mean that's just like you don't go to. I mean, obviously this is a different scenario, but if you go to the mechanic, you know, I mean, you rely on them to fix your car because you're paying for that service,
Right.
but you're not relying on the guy who airs up the tire to go take out your motor. You know what I mean? Appreciate you. So it's like we know all aspects of the game for sure. To booking the load, dispatching the load, picking up the load, how you drop it off, how you secure the load. Hey, can
We
you
know
make
how to run
the
a
route?
company, but we ain't hired to do that.
Exactly. Boom.
You know?
And I think that's it. That's it. And we don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Because if we died today, if by luck switched, you guys are shit out of luck. You know what I mean? Like if we switch, like we said, we got other endeavors. Not saying that we about to just stop dispatching tomorrow, but it's like you don't want to handcuff yourself to a dispatcher because you quit your job to join the trucking industry and you have your dispatcher running your trucking company. So if Courtney on, you know, Lord's will, nothing happened. You know what I mean? If he just something happened to him, all your companies are down the drain because you're relying on by lug the dispatcher. So now you've never dispatched a load ever.
Yep. Or at least it's a partnership, right?
Exactly.
It's not, they don't work for me and I don't work for them. It's a partnership. So you're supposed to gain as much as I gain. Both partners are supposed to have the same gain.
And we're willing to tell you
Yeah.
what you know what I mean? We'll walk you through what the process
Because
of
we
working.
because we want to get you a bag because we want you to get another truck.
Yeah.
We understand when you're driving, especially if you dolo. We know you can't drive and dispatch. We know that.
Period.
We know that. But we know that you can get a COI in 1 minute.
Yeah. Literally.
And we can do, hey man, send me your login information.
Yeah, send me your.
But then it goes back to we running your company for you.
So again, devastating for you or the rest of your hand.
You should already be set up with
That's like
these companies.
That's a premium. That's definitely a premium. So now I'm not just dispatching. Now I'm the one logging into your progressive login to get your COI. Now
Setting you up with TQL all the way through.
Now I'm the one you can't figure out how to accept tracking. So now they damn near tracking me. They calling me and blowing me up after I already booked you the load. Why aren't they calling you? Why can't they call you? Why are you not answering?
Can you get your driver to accept tracking?
Yeah. Or why is the load only 538 miles, but you're not there yet? Why are you not driving your 11-hour shift? Why do I gotta deal with that? What about that? What about a load? I don't want y'all to comment on this too. What about a load that's 300-400 miles, delivers the next day? I kind of already talked about it. And we book you a load and you didn't pick it up. We booked the load. We got the Raycon and that. We did the work. But because you're not empty, now we can't get the load. So now I just worked. I secured the bag. You fumbled it. I couldn't get paid at all. And now I got to book you another load.
Because you think of it
I wasn't even at fault though.
Think of it like this.
But you are at fault because it's like, shit, I ain't getting paid. I got to keep working. I got to get you another level.
We trying to get you the premium. You know what I mean? We trying to get you the best load possible.
Yeah.
So if you're empty early in the morning, we book you a $2,000 load.
That's why we wake up at 5, bro. These niggas ain't waking up at 5 a.m. I don't give a damn.
And you go pick up that load, and it's one pallet because you know these brokers don't know what they're actually shipping.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't know.
TQL. Let me stop saying names of companies, but certain companies, you know, please hold.
Yeah.
They'll tell you the load is 26 feet, this many pounds, and you get there and they don't specify it being dedicated freight. They don't like to pay dedicated freight prices, and you get there and it's one pallet. So you looking at it like, okay, I can find something else going this way. But if you pick up that load at 12, you know what I mean? It's slim pickings. But if you pick up that load at 8 a.m., okay, now we got 8 a.m. to fucking 3 p.m. to find you another partial load going that same way, and you already got $2 a mile. So if I throw another $2 a mile load, now you got $4 a mile going the same exact way. You know what I mean? So you got to look at it as like, if I'm getting to something early, just like when I used to work out in the gym early, you know, tip top of the day when I yeah. Stop playing with me. It may be some pounds on me, but the muscles is still there. Yeah, but yeah, if you get in there,
what he said, yeah, I said that.
Yeah, but if you get in there first thing in the morning and you secure and you already secured your 2,000, you know what I mean? You already got your load, you can post up. Oh yeah, y'all trying to find me something else. You know what I mean? If y'all find me nothing, then I'm gonna take off and go that 500 miles and drop off this load and get ready for the next bag tomorrow. But if I can get 2 bags in one day because you met me halfway, you know we up early in the morning finding the loads. Meet me right there. Go be ready to go drop off that load and be prepared to get your bag, because we on the board trying to get you a bag, because that's how we get paid. We gonna get you a minimum 5 bands. We not trying to do the bare minimum. You know what I mean? We trying to run a business just like you trying to run a business. We not clocking in right now, like we talked about earlier, just clocking in a 9 to 5 and just doing the normal just to get by. We not on that. We running up a bag, and we trying to make you run up a bag.
We did that with a driver this week, a couple drivers. We had one in particular. I have you working this week,
right?
Yeah. And he said, I'm gonna help y'all wherever I can to make sure y'all keep me working.
Yeah,
because he know he's getting a bag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what this is all about. You ain't getting the business just to make a little money and be all right. Nobody wants to just be all right. If you're saying that, you're lying to yourself. Nobody wants to be all right.
Break even, none of that. We're not in the game to break even.
Yeah.
Stay where you at. You want to break even.
Yeah, don't come to buy. This is boss your life up.
Yeah. Definitely know what time it is. Definitely know what time it is. So, yeah, I mean, I really love dispatching. I love how we can do it from anywhere. I love the system that we got together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I really, really do. You know what I'm saying? I love the communication.
Yeah. Communication is key.
Yeah. I love the partnership.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know how other people is doing it. I've been doing stuff different when it comes to my company since the very, 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 very beginning.
And it's open. I would say, like,
open.
yeah. You know, coming in, you know what I mean? The percentages wasn't there. So we had to, you know, we had to prove ourselves, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And once we proved that we can be an asset to the team, it was more, all right, back. We're running up a bag together.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like he said,
as true partners.
Yeah, as true partners. And that's if I got a problem with something Beezy's doing. You know what? I'm gonna call Beezy. Hold on, Beezy. I'm gonna call Courtney.
Yeah,
hey, B, this is what's going on. You know what I mean? Everybody's open. Nobody's talking about behind somebody's back.
Ain't nobody's feelings hurt.
Courtney's doing this. No, we bring it up front. We gonna have a conversation.
Yeah,
we all grown men.
And that's a benefit, and that's a benefit of it being in house.
Yeah,
you know, of course we're looking to expand. Of course, we're always looking to add more partners, more team members and stuff like that. But we want it to be like this shit. You know what I'm saying? Or okay, let's talk about let's switch it up a little bit. Let's talk about, because you know it's been dispatched. A lot of our videos been dispatched. Yeah. So now, because they know, like, damn, Courtney and Brene, they started off dispatching themselves. Then they was dispatching their drivers. And now they've been dispatching other companies for 4 months. You know what I'm saying? 5 months, about to be met. So they're like, shit, he needs to start a dispatching course. I want his course. But I'm telling them, like, okay, I can give y'all an affordable course, right? But
it ain't the same. I had to come down here, literally come down here for a week. And I'm telling him on the phone, I got a college degree. I'm an engineer. I don't need to come down there and watch you. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm just like, fuck it. I might just do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And watching them and catching the lingo and you know being able. You don't know what you don't know. You know what I mean? And even after I left that week later, you know what I mean? There was things that I needed to follow up on, and it was like, yo, the broker hit me with this. You know, I still got the broker on that line. The benefit of having 2 phones. You know, if you get in this game, you got to have 2 phones.
Bro, yes.
You know what I mean? I always had 2 phones, but
Right.
Hold on, buddy.
What are you doing? Oh, here now. Hey.
wrap this up. But yeah, man. Yeah, like I was telling him, I'm like, man, I would say anybody. I wouldn't say anybody can dispatch. For one, you gotta have a gift of gab. You gotta be you gotta be an extrovert. You gotta be able, and you gotta know when to talk, and you gotta know when to shut the fuck up.
You gotta fill the room without being in the room.
Yeah, you gotta know when the conversation dead. Yeah. There's no point in talking to a broker if you don't have a load for me. Like, you know what I mean? But with that being said, you can't talk to a broker if the vibe is cool. Well, you got any other loads in this area? Yeah, man. Actually, you know what, man? Let me take your contact number down. You know what I mean? We run these lanes all the time. Okay, what do you mean all the time? Oh, we been running the same lane for 2 years. Okay, well, let me try and get that back. You know what I mean? So that's too much sauce. Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, man, it's all about communication and the people skills and the gift for gab and filling the room, like he said. You know what I mean? Like we talked about a little bit early in the morning. You know what I mean? And brokers are hitting. And
Keywords.
They're saying certain things where you like, I know you need this move, or you'll find a load.
Driver empty now. Where is it?
Yeah, you know, but sometimes they just
thirsty.
Yeah.
Listen to those keywords. It's gonna fill your bag up.
But you really feel like being in that room. We was right in my office, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had just moved into you helped me move into the crib. I seen a video.
Yeah, I didn't look for a load the first day I was training, because I'm like, let me watch. I'm not trying to act like I know what I'm doing, because that's where people come in the game and they just trying to, you see this load right here?
And they're calling this number.
Yeah, and asking. No, there's a lot of different things to it, because it's like, you know what? I don't even want to go into it because it's way too much sauce that I'm not about to disclose right now. But it's not about just seeing a load and booking a load. It's about knowing the load. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just leave it at that, because you know what I mean, if you want to learn how to dispatch,
it has to be in person, in my personal opinion.
I'll tell my mentees that. They've asked us all the time. You know, here I want to do this, here I want to do this, and it's like, you know, I can show you how to do that. And then of course I gotta be competitive with the stuff out there, because at first I'm thinking like something like that, 998. But then I'm thinking like, nah, shit. I'm like, nah, you know, 500. That's competitive, right? Or whatever. I don't know what it would be. But then I'm thinking like, you ain't gonna be what you need to be.
Right.
You need me to come out
off
there.
of just support.
Like, you need to. You know what I'm saying? Listen. We've been having me and Beezy this morning before we left. What was we talking about? We was talking about gathering the information for the Raycons, right?
Yeah.
Even just the difference in me showing you my system versus your system.
Yeah.
You would rather have this, because you're like, hold on, no, I need my computer. I'm like, oh, you don't, bro, look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That type of shit.
Yeah.
What type of email? Or, you know what I'm saying? It's not, like he said, this is to get the gap, it's the lanes, all that. What about the system? What about the program?
It also comes back to the mentorship. You don't know what you don't know. You know what I mean? And there's not a dispatch mentor yet, but maybe that might be something to come. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because maybe you're not trying to start a trucking company, you're trying to start a dispatching company.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So check out for those. Later on in the future, we've been in the works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it's me, because I know it's more affordable, you grab a course.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think you should. If you can, you know what I'm saying? Some people ain't gonna be able to afford to be having you in their crib.
Yeah.
Or some people ain't gonna be that inviting.
Yeah.
Or some people can't come to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? To get the hotel.
I think that's the best way, though.
I think it's the only way.
It's the only way.
I think it's a double up for
it's so crazy that you said that story, bro. Like, that's crazy. Because you're right. You was telling me, like, nah, I want to. And I was adamant about it. And you was adamant about that. Like, no, nigga, I'm smart. And I'm like, bro, I know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like, all right, bro. He's like, no, just, you know what I'm saying? Get on the Zoom. I watch it. I was like, it ain't the same.
Yeah.
It ain't the same. They be telling me to do a live dispatching video. And I'm like, bro, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? When I be on live, I'll be telling them, like, because I keep it real with my audience. I keep it real with my subscribers. So I be telling them like, listen, I can't do no live video.
Yeah.
I do so much with the bro. Y'all know how we do.
It's too much.
It's too much. You can't put that on the air. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, no, you know what I'm saying? So
And even going back to the way we dispatch our own, you know what I mean? It's like there's a lot of finesse that we gotta do.
They don't be wanting to give them no load.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They all knew.
Yeah, they all knew, and then sometimes they don't be empty when they need to be empty for the load. And we
gotta do this.
and we going above and beyond. You know what I mean? We getting those phone calls. Where is he at? He should have been there 30 minutes ago.
He's empty now. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, well, guess what? He just pulled up. He just pulled up to the. I'm sorry about that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean it's a lot of sauce, and I'm glad we got on here. I'm glad you guys stuck with us. You know what I mean? All 30 of y'all. Hopefully y'all hitting that like button.
Yeah, man. Hit that.
They definitely is though, but we need a little more.
We need a little more, man. Let me get 8 likes,
It's
man.
at 22.
Yeah, let me get 8 likes. There's 30 people in here. Let me get 8 more likes, man. We'll keep the video going. I know we had an hour and 5 minutes. If not, we can definitely drop it in a minute.
Y'all solid though. Y'all been in here with us.
Definitely, man.
Saturday, Friday.
Hey, listen.
It's Sunday now.
You know what? I should.
Hey, power on. Hold on. What y'all? Oh no, that was the last season. Damn.
Hey, I could. Let me. Hey, you know what's crazy, right? Because Ryan's still up. He's still up, and he's still in the live right now. But it's crazy because I got my laptop. It ain't like it's on my big Mac.
Yeah.
We can literally grab the camera and go. You know what I'm saying? Like we can really get on that, right? I know you watching. I can really bust in there. You know what I'm saying? With the camera, like, hey, right. Pull it out, right, man. Pull up. But yeah, I definitely agree. You know what I'm saying? Bro said, he said, listen, man, listen. You know what I'm saying? He said, listen. He said the course. I'm gonna highlight it where he said. He said the course. Where is that?
Talk to me.
He said the course.
Talk to me.
He said the course made me more saucy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to highlight that. He said the course. Damn, let me go back because I've been missing the. Here we go. He said the course for show. Then he said the course made me more saucy. I can't find it, man. I don't know where it's at. Oh, I got to highlight it already. Hey.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Toast, man. Oh, hold on. Ain't that dope?
Hey, man,
Ain't that dope? I'm looking for a comment that I got highlighted.
Wow,
I'm on live looking for a comment that I got highlighted.
Welcome to the party.
Switch.